Warning, this video may contain graphic content such as sexual scenes, violence, gore, boobies, and the rest of the fun stuff. Unfortunately, YouTube won't allow that, so we'll try what we can. Please be over 18 to view this video, and don't say we didn't warn you.
Endlessly searching for an original
Hey guys, welcome to Sinfully Fun Games. We've got another game we're going to... Okay. Well, that helps. We're looking at Chain. The Lost Footprints. So let's see if this one's worth doing it. I don't know why I got that error back then. I take my watch from my pocket as I look out into the rain. Time has really flown by. It's midnight. I put my watch away and take out a pack of smokes. I put a cigarette in my mouth and light up with a match. A small flame burns the leaves of tobacco. Phew. I inhale and then exhale the smoke. Cigarettes taste good when you're tired. By the way, it's really raining hard. It was bright and sunny earlier. I stand silently, hoping the rain will go away soon. This place has many bars. There are many trash bags around, and the ashes from cigarettes fly all over the place. The air around here is different at night than during the day. The rain makes the neon lights look blurry. I kill my cigarette and look up at the sky. It doesn't look like this rain is going to end anytime soon. I'll wait a bit longer, but if it doesn't stop, I'll walk home in the rain. I take out my another cigarette. Suddenly, something catches my attention. A girl is kneeling down in the rain, all wet. She's looking at something. Neon light shines on the side of her face. She looks sad and pitiful. She is looking at a newly born kitten. The girl doesn't move a muscle. She looks at the kitten as if time has stopped for her. She must be cold. As I try to call out to her, the two drunk guys pass by me. I would say they're two middle-aged white-collar workers. Looks like those middle-aged guys are hitting on that girl. They laugh perversely. It looks like they really need to get a life. The girl just sits there. The drunks get ticked off and make her stand up. I don't know why the sound sounds like that before anyone says it. They laugh perversely and loudly. The girl tries to brush them off, but she's powerless against the two guys. Fine, fine. I put my cigarette away and I walk towards them. Excuse me, will you come to the station with me? I talk behind the two drunks. They both look at me with fear. They probably think I'm a cop in civilian clothes. Either way, they're under the influence, so they lack any judgment right now. With what I've said, they probably think I'm a cop. As they stand there, looking at each other in puzzlement, I grab the girl's hand and start to run. This way. Puzzled, the girl follows me. Finally realizing that I'm not a cop, the two drunks start to chase us. However, they're drunks. There's no way they can catch up to us. Besides, this is my home ground. We turn many corners and eventually outrun the drunks. Still, it's not safe to walk around here. Besides, I have to calm her down. Her clothes are all wet. Dragging her along, I enter the pub I always visit. There's no customers in here. It's quiet. Well, in this kind of situation, it's just as well. Miyuki has been my friend for ages, welcomes me with a smile as she observes a wet girl.
いらっしゃい、たけしさん。
I'm sorry to come without calling.
また厄介事ですか？
That's her, all right. Miyuki is always calm.
タオル持ってきますね。
Please and thank you. Miyuki goes into her office to get some towels. I ask the girl to sit on one of the chairs at the counter. The girl stutters and looks at me, then at the chair, and then back at me. I can't blame her. She has to be confused. I don't want to force her, so I wait for Miyuki to bring the towels.
はい。早く拭かないと風邪ひきますよ。
Miyuki shows up with some big towels. I wipe off my face and hair with it. The girl does the same.
いつものバーボンでよろしいですか？
Miyuki readies us a drink as we dry ourselves. I have my usual bourbon. The hot cocoa for the girl.
どうぞ、お嬢さん。
She still looks confused, but it looks like she's calmed down a bit. The girl takes the cup with a stutter and a bow and
あり
bows.
がとう。
Why don't you sit?
うん。
The girl takes a sip from her cocoa and sits. So, we're at 7 minutes and we are going to save it here. Now, if you guys do want to see more of this game, let me know. We've got so many more to show you today. But I do love me a detective game, don't you guys? This is once again Shane, the Forgotten Footprint. See you guys in just a moment with our next game. Hey guys, welcome to our next game for Sinfully Fun Games, at least this episode. Now, I do need to get back to the other Spider-Man game because that translation was so good. Skip the outro. Don't skip. So, where are we going? Like I said, we're going to find the real Mary Jane Watson. I get it. I mean, where exactly are we going? Does our journey have an endpoint, or at least an intermediate one? I can't answer your question, Spider-Man. This area where we are and where your beloved is cannot be identified as a specific place with precise coordinates. In space and time. Time? Yes. You mean Mary Jane could be anywhere or anytime? My God. Better not bother yourself about it, Spider-Man. You did well with the job I gave you. Now let me do mine. Okay. Nothing? Nothing yet. Madam Webb, is there anything I can do to help with the search? No, Parker. The only one who can do this. I'm the only one who can do this. The problem is that we don't know exactly how Osborn set up his device that opened the portal that Mary Jane fell into. If you have to do name Rip, shut up. But it's not that bad, really. The task is difficult, but not impossible. I wouldn't have taken this one if I wasn't sure I'm able to do it. We will find her. It's only a matter of time. I hope so. Let's keep searching. It's weird. I'm not doing anything and just being around, but somehow I feel a bit tired. Unsurprisingly, this dimension actually looks and feels too unusual for the human brain. I would even say it is too destructive. Destructive? Human consciousness is not able to adapt to something like this. I'm using my powers to redirect your mind so that you perceive your surroundings in a less abstract and frightening way. That's why you still feel a bit tired instead of something worse. And yet, as long as you stay here, it still affects your mind, even with my protection. Wait, what? What about Mary Jane? She's been here for a pretty long time, and she doesn't have protection she doesn't have the protection I have. That's correct, but let's not think about it for now. What would happen to her if she's even alive? She is. I picked up some sort of signal with her presence in a certain area. If she hadn't been alive, I'd never been able to find her. Well, that's good news, I guess. I'm still worried about what you said about the effects of this dimension on the human mind. True, we don't know what condition she'll be in when we find her. But let's keep looking. It's the best thing we can do for now. We'll worry about her mind's condition after we find and get her out of here. Right, let's keep searching. I can see her. Good. Let me get closer to her, and then I will open a portal to your dimension. Looks like she's unconscious. She's alive, and that's the most important. We'll deal with the rest later. I do like the artwork. Hi, Venom. We did it. She's alive. She's breathing. I can feel it. Good. I'll take her to the nearest hospital. Madam Webb, I'll express my gratitude later. Now I must hurry. No need to thank me yet, Spider-Man. Come back when you can. Thanks. Wait, what the... Why am I wearing this suit again? I have a few thoughts on that, but I suppose it's not the right moment to discuss it. Make sure you'll get Miss Watson to the hospital as soon as possible, and then feel free to come back if you need help with your new friend. Alrighty then. So you're back. And I see your alien friend is still with you. Yeah, but that's not why I came. It's Mary Jane? Yes, her. She came to her senses after some time. I got her to the hospital, and now she got back to her aunt's home. Doctors did some tests on her. They said she's physically fine, no injuries or traumas except some minor issues caused by a pretty long period of starvation. Well, that sounds like good news. But there is a problem. She had lost a great deal of her memories. Whole sections of her past life seem to have been erased from her mind. And what's more weird, she doesn't remember me at all. It's as if Peter Parker had never existed in her life. And the most terrifying thing, doctors said that there is no chance for recovery, but there is for puppy barks. They say the damage to her mind is so heavy and extensive that her memory will only degrade over time, and most likely she'll completely lose herself, and they don't know what to do about it. That's why I came to you. I know I said I'd be back to express my gratitude, but now I need your help again. You have powers, so maybe you can do something to help MJ get better. Maybe you'll be able to restore her memory somehow, so I don't have to go get my fucking Mephisto. In return, I'm ready to do anything for you. If you want to send me on your missions again, I'm in. Want me to lead a spider squad again and run over the parallel universes? No problem. I'll do anything to help her. Parker, stop. I cannot help her. What? Why? You're a powerful telepath, and you can move through dimensions, open portals and stuff. You were able to get inside my head to keep me from going crazy while we were looking for Mary Jane between dimensions, remember? You're right. I have some abilities, but human mind is not entirely under my control. I can only provide some sort of short-term effect, nothing more. I'm not able to get inside of someone's head and feel it, unfortunately. Go call Xavier, damn it. Otherwise, I would fix quite an amount of people a long time ago. Is there really nothing you can do to help Mary Jane? Go get Professor X. Actually, there is one thing that could work. And what would that be? Not me. You. Me? Not a Spider-Man. But it's... Oh, I forgot that's what he looked like in the 90s. But it's Peter Parker. But how can I help her? There's one way I'm pretty confident that will work. I'm all ears, Madam Webb. It may sound weird, but simply a sexual bonding with Mary Jane could help her restore her memory. What? Sexual bonding? How is that supposed to help? You should not underestimate the simple ways to solve complex tasks, Parker. Yeah, simple ways my ass. I don't really understand. I've seen this before, to be honest. Miss Watson is not the first one who's suffered from the effects of interdimensional experiences. As far as I can judge by what you're saying, she got off lightly. Usually if someone gets there, either they don't come back at all, or their brains are completely burned and they never become themselves again. You say she's lost most of her memories, correct? Yeah. But she still remembers who she is, remembers her life in general terms. Yeah, you know, when she woke up, she was terribly shocked, and medics had to calm her down with sedations. She was completely lost. But later she got better. She seems fine now and remembers who she is, her life before all this story, except some big parts of her past, including me. Good. That means it's not that bad. Not that bad. When someone, I mean normal human beings, get into the area where Mary Jane was, his or her mind tries to adapt to the surrounding reality. But for human brains, it's simply impossible. Even me with my abilities, it's very tough and dangerous. That's why, in such conditions, the human consciousness begins to block everything frightening and incomprehensible, pushing it into the subconscious. Exposition, and due to the long period of time for being under such conditions, her brain started to block any more or less significant impulses in order to preserve the integrity of her mind. So, most likely, her brain blocked the most vivid memories of her life, both positive and negative. But why doesn't she remember me? Is it possible to forget a person completely? More than possible. You were probably the one she thought about the most, before she passed out completely. Apparently, Mary Jane's feelings for you were very strong and provoked various emotional outbursts. And like I said, her brain blocked everything that was bright and emotional, so everything that was connected to you went into the subconscious. But why do the doctors say she'll continue losing her memory? Inertia. Miss Watson has been in a devastating traumatic environment for too long. The constant blocking of emotional impulses and memories had become the normal way for her brain to function. Despite the fact that, I just got hit by a puppy. Currently, she is in a normal, healthy environment. Her brain is simply not able to return to the previous way of working. Oh my. And that's why, Peter, you're the one who can help her. Sex, you say? Oh, Parker, I was talking about sexual bonding that involves a rich emotional connection and a wide range of shared experiences, not just sexual intercourse. Then, can you explain in more detail, please? You were obviously the Mary Jane's most vivid memory during the time she was in the interdimensional area. So you have to give her the opportunity to have a new experience that will be associated with you. Then new experiences will remind her of your mutual past life when you've been together, and it will contribute to her full recovery. This sounds like bullshit. Restore her memories about you. Everything else will be restored as well. That would return her brain to its emotional way of working, and she would no longer lose her memory. Whoa. Wait. What does sexual bonding have to do with it? Sexual experience is one of the cornerstones of the human psychology. Most of the strings of human consciousness are tied to this. And the best thing that can be awakened in Mary Jane's old memory of you is a new vivid sexual experience with you. But how can I do it? I'm a complete stranger to her now because of all this. I can't just convince her to have sexual bonding with me. Don't be so ignorant, Parker. Do I have to teach you to be nice with the ladies? I just don't know. Are you a shy boy, Peter? Fuck off. Stop it already. You're embarrassing yourself, Spider-Man. You need to forget your spider sense thing and forget about your superpowers. You should learn how to be a man with your loved ones. Use your smarts, not your muscles and instinct. Figure out how to find the right approach to solve this task. Alright. Let's just summarize. I need to give her a vivid new sexual experience that will invoke emotions similar to those she experienced when she was with me before. She disappeared, right? Right. And all this will help her restore her memories associated with everything else, not just me? Correct. And then she will stop losing her memory and return to her normal self? Absolutely right, theoretically. Holy snap. Do not worry, Spider-Man. You had to deal with more complicated tasks before. I'm not sure of that. Stop being a shy boy. Cheer up. You came to me thinking you have no chances to help Miss Watson. Now you walk away knowing that you have an opportunity to make things right. Maybe you're right. Superhero like me should stop whining and do the job. This is my new mission. That's the spirit. Just remember who should go on this mission and what should be your main weapon. Yes. Speaking of weapons, are you sure you don't need my help with your new suit? Oh, this? You know, unlike my previous symbiote, this one seems completely harmless. In fact, it is almost under my full control and does nothing until I use it. Perhaps it was weakened by being in the interdimensional area. Are you sure you don't underestimate its potential danger? I'm not stupid enough to think it can't be dangerous. However, it looks like it's safer from now to use it. And it makes my job as Spider-Man a lot easier. So, I think I can keep it for now. If it starts causing troubles, I know how to get rid of it. Alright, suit yourself, Madam Web. Thank you very much for your help. Thank you very much. You helped me find Mary Jane, and now you're helping me again. I really owe you one. I'm going back to that Spider-Man game, by the way. You owe me nothing, Spider-Man. You've done a great deal for good for me. Consider it my gratitude for all your troubles. Well, fair enough. On the kind of note, I take my leave, then. Looks like I have a lot of work ahead of me as Spider-Man and as Peter Parker. Quite true. Don't forget that both these parts of yourself are equally important. Until next time, Spider-Man. See you, dear lady. Madam Web is right. Spider-Man failed to save Mary Jane. Now it's Peter Parker's turn to save her. I need to figure out how to convince Mary Jane to do what Madam Web was talking about. She said that I have to find the right approach. Maybe there's no need to tell Mary Jane all the dirty details at once. What if I present it as a special kind of treatment, taking small steps to lead her in the right direction? That could work, and eventually everything happens by itself with no harm for her. The main thing is to avoid explicit hints of lewd overtones, and do everything gradually. I like the Spider-Man clock. Alright then, I need to think all this properly and do some preparations. Alright guys, it's been 15 minutes, which means that's it. If you guys want to see more of this game, you know what to do. Let me know in the comments section, out of these two games, do you want to see both of them, or just one of them, and I'll see you guys next time for Sinfully Fun Games. Bye.